Olá, sejam todos bem-vindos ao webinar dos vencedores da 9ª edição do Your Voice, o concurso cultural de discursos da cultura inglesa. Criado em 2014, o Your Voice tem como objetivo valorizar a comunicação oral e ajudar os alunos da cultura inglesa a se expressarem com mais confiança e a terem mais desenvoltura quando forem falar em público. É uma oportunidade única para os alunos aumentarem o seu repertório cultural através de pesquisas e da produção do seu discurso, além de potencializar ainda mais a sua comunicação oral. Em sua 9ª edição, o Your Voice teve mais de 1.400 inscritos, e além disso foi dividido em 4 etapas, sendo a primeira etapa assíncrona e posteriormente as etapas de quartas de final, semifinal e a grande final. Eu sou o João Aveiro e hoje eu tenho o prazer de mostrar para vocês os discursos das 26 pessoas que conquistaram o primeiro, segundo e terceiro lugar em suas categorias no Your Voice. Aqui vocês vão conhecer alunos da cultura inglesa e de suas escolas parceiras, vindos de 8 estados mais Distrito Federal. Eles foram divididos em 9 categorias que compreendem todos os níveis de proficiência em inglês, do básico ao avançado. Eles precisavam fazer um discurso com o tema We Will Be Better Humans with AI? E a partir desse tema, produzirem o discurso e serem avaliados pelos jurados. Vamos lá então? Então preparem-se para momentos inspiradores com os nossos jovens talentos e vamos começar com as categorias 1, 2, 3 e 4, que compreendem os alunos do básico ao pré-intermediário. Vamos lá?
Hello, my name is Henry Nakagoma. I'm 10 years old. I study at Paulista School in year 5. Today, I'm going to talk about AI. There are positive points and negative points. The positive points are useful in many sectors. For example, in automotive industries, hospitals, and in our house. In my life, I use AI to do my homework, to study for my tests, and I use this new technology with cell phones. For example, the negative points are people use AI to do evil, for example, scams like hackers, and also become dependent with AI. Will we be better humans with artificial intelligence? In my opinion, I think we be better humans with AI, because in my life, AI have many positive points. Thanks for your attention. Bye.
Hello, I am Rafael Ribeiro. I am 11 years old and I study at Dom Bosco in Santo André. Today, I will be talking about the topic, will we be better humans with AI? Well, I think that we will be better humans with AI. Here's why. Imagine this. You're making a text, but you want a specific image that you can find anywhere. Well, AI can help you make that image, but AI can help you do much more, like write, it can respond any question, it can make food recipes, and even music if you want. But there are some problems with AI, like it being too powerful. Any person can make a fake text or impersonate someone. And two, sometimes people spend too much time with AI in the internet, so they can become addicted. So, in my conclusion right now, I think that AI can make us better human, yes, but it can make us worse humans too. Thanks for listening and goodbye.
Hello, my name is Bianca Guedert de Souza. Nowadays, it's very common the use of artificial intelligence, not only in big technology companies, but also in the people's house. The situation has pros and cons, and depends on each one of us to use it properly. One of the pros is the practicing. Once it should replace some tasks that the people should do. Another point is safety, because there are devices which recognize faces and the biometry. On the other hand, there are the cons. People will be more relaxed, less attentive. Besides that, it's important that the artificial intelligence is used as a resource, but don't dominate the human's thinking. In conclusion, it is important that AI is only an ally in real time. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Maria Braga from Basic 5. I am 11 years old, and today I will talk about how artificial intelligence can help make our world better. Imagine going to the doctor and they know exactly what's wrong with you even before you tell them. That's because AI can help doctors diagnose illnesses faster and better. Now, let's talk about school. AI can make learning more fun and specially made just for you. It's like having a special teacher who knows exactly what you need to learn and how to help you succeed in your studies. Do you ever wonder about robots and machines doing jobs? Well, AI can help with that too. Robots can do repetitive tasks, which frees up time for people to do more creative and exciting jobs. With robots, we'll have all the help we need in our jobs. And guess what? AI can even predict things like earthquakes and hurricanes. It's like having a special ability to warn us about natural disasters, so we can be prepared and stay safe. But here's the important part. We need to use AI responsibly and be kind to our environment. We have to ensure that AI doesn't take away jobs from people and that we use it to help everyone. But how do you use AI responsibly? I use AI in many things, to study, to play games, to watch videos, but I mostly use AI to help in my studies. So, what do you think? Isn't AI amazing? Just remember, with great powers comes great responsibilities. Let's use it to make the world a better place. Thanks for your attention.
Hello guys, my name is Luisa. I am 11 years old. I live in Cachoeira Submitting and I'm in Angles 5. Today I'm going to tell you the story of a girl called Alexa. She received this name because Alexa and Siri were her only companions and they are present in all her day-to-day activities. But she was connected all the time on social media, so she didn't even have friends. Until one day, when she went to sleep, she had a very strange dream. She dreamed with a city called Sesmentopolis and saw that place was very different. There, she saw that there was no technology, and that even so, the people who lived there were happy. They played, talked, laughed, and the children make any kind of toy they found in the street, such as dolls or cars. With that dream, Alexa learned that you always have to turn off the machines and live in the real world, and that the best way for humans to be more humans is to understand that artificial intelligence is a good partner and can be used for simplifying many situations in our daily lives. So, Alexa started to have a more social life with her family and friends, reading more books, and go to cinemas, libraries, and parks more. No, my answer is no. Artificial intelligence will not make humans better humans. For as the name itself says, artificial intelligence is not human. It has no feelings, it has no creative. There are things it can't do, like tasks that involve clearly human qualities, like creative thinking. Thank you for your attention. Bye bye, guys!
Artificial intelligence, or AI, has changed the way we live, work, or use technology. Professionals from computer science area created and are still trying to create machines that can simulate human intelligence. We are surrounded by these kind of machines like first assistants. AI has become part of our daily lives. Who hadn't heard about the names Siri, Alexa, or self-driving cars? Some of the benefits of AI are learning information, our researches, and helping professionals from many areas to do better jobs. In healthcare, the doctors can diagnose diseases by analyzing medical images and patients' data. Despite so many benefits, AI can also be bad for human beings. Many people use apps or sites like ChatGPT to not do their chores and become lazy. Another negative point is that machines cannot substitute the humans because we have emotions. We take our decisions with our intelligence and feelings. Artificial intelligence did transform their lives, but it's good and bad for us. We need to have a balance between the innovation and ethics. When I become a doctor, I intend to study law, using all the options I have, including AI, to become an excellent scientist.
We all know that AI is something so important in our life, in the daily, but it isn't mixed only by beneficial things. It also has a dangerous dark side, which needs to be talked about. But first, we need to understand the beneficials behind AI. It helps us to defeat cancer, discover medicines, invent solutions to our problems, but all this we already know. Now, how far can it go? One of the most fears of us people is being controlled, is living in a world of illusions. And with AI, the perception of the real and the invented has been increasingly lost. Who doesn't guarantee that a technology capable of creating codes and invading secret systems also can create a curtain of illusions? As beneficial as this may be, we should be on alert, because anything in excess is good. Thank you.
Hi everyone. Today I'll try to answer the question, will we be better humans with AI? Well, I guess it depends. Don't get me wrong though, I think AI is an amazing and umbrella tool that can help us out on lots of stuff, such as repetitive tasks. But only if we don't make it the only factor responsible for our growth as humans. Let's say you have a problem with a friend, for example. If you ask AI, it can give you a solid, categorical, totally mature way to deal with that. However, you are the one who knows your friend and the one who knows what the reaction would be to each answer. You are the one who knows your friend like no one else does. You, not the AI. The AI can't make friends. It can't feel. It can't love. And this love is essential for our growth, improvement, and existence as humans. This is what I had to offer today. Thank you for your time.
Artificial intelligence is very present in our daily lives. We have control over them and the way we program it to obey. These technological beings don't have the same decision-making capacity and awareness about humanity. They don't know what is right or wrong. So the question is, will we be better humans with AI? The problem is the intention with which humans use it. We'll be better individuals if we had good goals for its use. When we gain easier access to information and research, when we undertake projects using this technology, for example, in engineering, agriculture, medicine. Recently, an AI was able to identify through brainwaves what a woman without a voice wanted to say. However, AI also has its dark side when used for unfair purposes, creating images, audios, fake news, facilitating robberies, and compromising privacy. Therefore, as AI develops, we must simultaneously develop policies that ensure its fair use, allowing us to retain control over its evolution and what it will become. Thank you.
Hello guys, good afternoon. My name is Eduardo Queiroz, and I'm here today to talk about artificial intelligence, which for me is a really important point to talk about because it's something that is growing up really fast, right? So to start, let's talk a little about AI. In our world, we can see artificial intelligence everywhere. We have Alexas, we already have robots, websites which make complex text for you, do your homework, these crazy things. And I believe that in the future will develop much more. Because we already see people who works on technology, people who depends on that to live, right? But this is not the point. The point is, will we be better humans with AI? I don't think so. I really don't think so, but I will explain you why. once AI starts to grow, we, humans, are going to be much lazier. And yes, unfortunately, more than we already are. And how this is gonna work? I'll give you a quick example. You want to sleep, but you remember that you have to turn off the lights. But then you remember that you just have to say, hey, Alexa, turn off the lights. And it's done. So if we stop to think about something you used to do, now an artificial intelligence does, right? So it's really crazy. And if we stop to really think, this can lead to numerous problems on active humans, healthy people, not a generation who depends on technology. People in the last century used to use all of this? No, but they could do all of their stuff by themselves. As like the movie Wall-E, with increase of technology, people tend to increase their weight, becoming narrow-minded on the cell phone screens. I don't want for our planet just these artificial things that we have. I still want this beautiful nature, but some people can't see that. But I have hope that someday or they realize that technology can be good, but if it does just technological things.
Hello, my name is Adora Santana. I'm 13 years old. I'm on Mindflow 2 and I live in Angra dos Reis. This year, I decided to participate in Your Voice again with a chance to improve my English. The question we have to ask today is the following. Will we be better humans with artificial intelligence? In my opinion, the more time passes, the more artificial intelligence is evolving. And everything we do today, in a while, we will not do anymore. Artificial intelligence is taking over the humanity, and that's not what we can do to deny it. Artificial intelligence will open many doors, right? Because it's something programmed for years with a superhuman intelligence. Artificial intelligence is a field of science dedicated to the study and development of machines and computational programs capable of reproducing human behavior. Without certainty, artificial intelligence was created to replace us, me, you, and who's watching and listening. So one fact about artificial intelligence is that it pretty much controls lives. So if it stopped working right now and everything created by it, it would be collapsing. It controls transportation, banking, flight systems, power systems, and more. It would be very interesting if we stopped to study a little about it. So we have to know how to use artificial intelligence. She can be very good and help many people. So if we spend too much time using artificial intelligence, we will become addicted, right? And that's a fact. But what should we do to prevent this from happening? We should spend less time on cell phones, computers, and TV, away from screens. Instead, we could playing a sport, reading a book, and spending more time with family and friends. It would be amazing. So my final answer is that it depends a lot on how the human being is going to manage artificial intelligence. Well, no, we can't let the creation dominate the creator. Thank you.
Hello guys, my name is Beatrice. I'm 13 years old. I study in Flushing 2 and I'm from Angra dos Reis. Today I'm here to talk about if we will be better humans with artificial intelligence. Technology has advantages and disadvantages. Let's talk about them. Some advantages are the acceleration of medical research for treatment of diseases, improvements in medicine like bionic body parts, and the use of robots in surgeries. For social health, because we can talk with distant friends and relatives, and for school studies. However, the inappropriate use of the internet and current technologies can lead to several problems, like the sedentary lifestyle. For example, many people nowadays prefer staying home, using their cell phones to do physical activities, in addition to those who unfortunately use it to apply scams, and the consumers people who buy unnecessary things just to show they have it or because other people have it. Another important thing to understand is the evolution of technology. Nowadays we have artificial intelligence, smart homes, social medias, robots, electric cars, and others. but all this could only happen thanks to other important discoveries, such as electricity and the invention of the internet. So, in my opinion, to be better humans, we need to use it with awareness and only for good things, just to help people. And that's why I hope people become aware of the need to use the internet correctly and responsibly, avoiding problems and helping people. That was my speech. Thank you so much for the attention. I hope you all liked.
E finalizando o primeiro bloco com os alunos das categorias 1 a 4, gostaria de parabenizar todos vocês pelos discursos e por terem chegado até aqui. Vocês arrasaram. E quem também arrasou foram os alunos das categorias 5 e 6, que compreendem o nível intermediário. Vamos acompanhar os discursos deles? Bora lá!
Artificial intelligence was called the imitation game in 1950. This name represents exactly what AI means, a way of reproducing human behaviors. AI brings different feelings and reactions to society. Some people think that this is a disruptive technology, that's necessary for our lives and still improving. But, on the other hand, some people believe that this technology is dangerous. And, in my opinion, a big part of this fear derives from movie references. For example, everybody have watched a film where AI seems to be peaceful and helpful in the beginning. But in the end, it turns out to be something that we can control, something bigger and smarter than us. How could you forget HAL 9000, the iconic computer from the movie 2001 A Space Odyssey, that goes against the natural to achieve its goals? This specific scene is a good example of something that has been discussed by some specialists, the phenomenon known as osmosis, which is the moment when computers will be able to program themselves. And this is the main problem, in my opinion. Because for technology that we all invented become better than us, what could you do to stop it? But it's just a part of the problem, and there's other things that should be taken into consideration, like discrimination. How could you be better humans if AI copy our worst feelings and emotions? We can also think about more objective points, like unemployment, since humans have been replaced by machines. But AI is also responsible for a huge revolution, not just in technology, but in medicine too, with innovative surgeries, new medicines, and many other things that are helping to save people's lives. In the end, we can see that AI plays an important role in our society. I, for one, make use of AI tools to help me in my school assignments. So, we'll be better humans with AI. Honestly, I don't believe that improving humanity is the intended purpose or responsibility of this technology. As socially aware citizens, it's our duty to employ AI ethically. But since AI is in its early stages, there's still potential for change. But being AI an imitation game, don't you think it's up to us to rethink our own actions and help technology make the world a better place?
Okay. My opinion about artificial intelligence is that it's something that should be exclusively used as a tool, being it at our jobs or at our daily lives. Unfortunately, that's not what happens currently. A lot of people are losing their jobs and are being replaced by artificial intelligence. For example, DreamWorks has come out with a statement talking about how they are looking forward to letting go more than 40% of their animation team to replace them with AI. That takes away a lot of opportunities from small artists, and of course it's not something that only happens in the animation industry, it happens everywhere, in all areas. It's another issue is that it's really easy to generate fake news with AI. For example, fake deeps, they are extremely famous and they are relatively easy to create. Another thing is the generation of fake images of people, that it can be extremely harmful. So it's something that really needs regulation and shouldn't be so accessible without any regulation at all. So in general, I think that it's something that currently only benefits big companies and ill-intentioned people. It's something that urgently needs regulation, and that is something that it does not have yet. So it shouldn't really be that accessible yet.
Hello everyone! Today I'm going to talk about artificial intelligence. Well, many people wonder if that technological innovation makes us better human beings. But the fact is that AI helps us solve problems and perform tasks, but it does not positively influence in our feelings and emotions, which is precisely what makes us humans. AI can be represented by two words, operational efficiency. At this sense, the question we should ask ourselves is, do these words represent me as a human being? After all, what makes me a human? Well, the physiologist and linguist Michael Tomazello says that is our ability to communicate and collaborate with others, but I don't agree because AI can do this. As Harry Noyan once said, what makes us human is not the ability to think, the ability to love. So for me, what makes us truly human is the love, which is the most beautiful and strongest feeling capable of breaking any barrier. Love makes us strong and united, and love moves our dreams in our lives. An example of this is me. I've had the dream of being a doctor for as long as I can remember, because there's something inside me that makes me want to help people and to see them happy. And I know that it will be extremely difficult, but I feel like this is my life's mission, and I know that it will be worth it, because this thing inside me gives me that certainty. This thing is called love, and we all have it. Even if it's a little hidden, but we all have it. Sometimes we think that society has lost the capacity to love. That's not true. Just look at difficult times like the pandemic. Many people were locked at home to protect their parents from the disease. Many people struggled every day to try to save the life of another. And many people will spend days and days trying to develop a cure. Love can sometimes close itself off, but I in these moments of pain that the kindness of human beings become noticeable. Even with small gestures, such as not leaving the house or taking medicine for someone. This is the true beauty of being human. AI has their benefits and malefits, but it does not interfere with the love that exists in each person, so it doesn't interfere with our humanity. Artificial intelligence was made to work, create, and think, but humans were made to love and to be loved. Thanks for listening.
Okay. Hello, good afternoon. My name is Angelina Macedo. I'm from Vila da Penha, and I'm here to talk about the topic. Will AI make us better people? As I said in my last talk, nowadays AI has a big part in influencing our lives and answering many of our questions which we have about life. From all the news that reaches us, we can say that AI can be used for good or for bad, as AI has a huge amount of data, which improves our research techniques and help us to learn more about what we want. Many countries and also some companies are promoting their own AI. So we can say that this is a prerequisite to show the power of a nation or the modernity of a company. But another issue that affects us all is the use of our image on the internet without our permission, which gives us another way to exist. They can do whatever they want with it, and this shows that there is a great possibility that they can do many bad things with our image. For example, say things that we do not want. So, in response to the topic, we can say that whether we become better people will only depend on ourselves, seeing that our decisions will lead this. Because we can use it always for good or for bad. And we can say that the power is in our hands. It can be dangerous, but we need to take this with responsibility. Thank you so much. This was my speech.
Hi everyone, my name is Mariane and today I'm here to talk about artificial intelligence. To begin with, it is important to comprehend what artificial intelligence is before saying how it influences our society. Many people believe or have the image of AI as the film Me Robot, casting Will Smith, or the film The Terminator, casting Arnold Schwarzenegger. But that's not what AI really is. AI is a tool developed to help humans by using collected data, logical rationality, and algorithm. So no, AI is not going to kill humanity in the future. I believe in the opposite of that. AI is going to help us on our day-to-day lives. Because artificial intelligence is used unknowingly in everyday life, such as on streaming platforms, social media, and even GPS system. Now that you know a little bit more about artificial intelligence, let's talk about how this tool influences our behavior. Owing to the birth of AI, gaining knowledge became easier. There's no need to spend hours on the library searching for information when you can access it on the palm of the hand. However, one could argue that people can start getting used to that and don't think or search for information by themselves. Also, people may say that AI is dangerous, but if a software like ChatGPT gives you the answer of how to commit a crime, it's because humans know. If the Instagram's algorithm is racist, it's because society is. Based on that, Thomas Hobbes used to say that rationality is nothing more than calculus, and that is the reasoning behind AI. The way I see it, humanity is not going to be better or worse with artificial intelligence, because AI is just a tool. Based on that, it depends on how people you use this tool. That was my speech. Thank you all for listening.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Nina Dami. I'm from Cultura Inglesa, Bahia, and today I'm going to present a speech based on the question, will we be better humans with artificial intelligence? Well, in my parents' time, when they wanted to research about something, they had to go to the nearest library and spend hours and hours trying to find an answer in a huge encyclopedia. It's been decades and my dad still complains about how hard it was to find answers, even if it was for the simple questions. Nowadays, just by a simple click, you can have all the answers that you want right in the palm of your hand. If you told to the 10-year version of me that in just a few years I could simply talk to robots using the internet, I would have laughed at your face. Honestly, even now it's hard to believe how far artificial intelligence has gone. From Freddie Mercury singing a Bruno Mars song, to a complex painting made in 3 seconds, to the best relationship advice you could ever ask for, or even your final test answer precisely in instance, the number of things that AI can do is unbelievable, and even horrifying. Personally, I never liked the idea of a robotic future. But let me tell you a secret. The reason behind that is that I was afraid. I was afraid that humans could be replaced by robots. I was afraid that humanity would lose all its colors and personalities. So I thought to myself, humanity is great right now. Why don't we just stop creating things and developing new technologies and be forever how we are right now? Poor kid, I was so naive. But as I started to reflect, I realized how selfish it was to want the whole world to stop just for me. Yes, humanity reaches very high levels of development, but if you look around, there are a lot of things that can improve. And we can use artificial intelligence as a tool to reach society's fullest potential. Of course, there are bad sides of using AI, such as job displacement, a lack of human-like creativity, a decrease in critical thinking, an increase in cybercrimes, and concerns about privacy and copyright. However, if society knows how to balance artificial intelligence with human intelligence by controlling the negative aspects of AI, mankind can develop in a harmonious way and achieve bigger things. Thank you so much for listening to my speech.
Vamos agora ao bloco final dos discursos da 9ª edição do Your Voice. Agora vamos com a categoria 7 e 8, que compreendem os alunos do nível avançado, e o formato do discurso segue como as outras categorias, e também teremos a categoria 9, que o discurso também deve ser feito com o mesmo tema, entretanto, ele é apresentado na forma de poesia falada. Então aproveitem esses discursos e nos vemos daqui a pouco. Até!
Alright, hello everyone, I hope you're having a wonderful day. My name is Gustavo and I'm here to delve into this most intriguing topic of AI. Alright, so to start off, I would like to remind you that we're having breakthroughs after breakthroughs because of the AI. It's undeniable that the AI has already granted substantial benefits to humanity, and there's every reason to believe it will continue to do so. From generating images out of text, to changing own voices, and even talking to a robot, we are rapidly approaching what was once the realm of science fiction, the fascinating realm of science fiction. However, the question at hand, the theme of this Your Voice, is not about whether AI is good or not for us. It's about whether all these advancements brought by the AI are making us better humans. Now, this is an extremely complex question. In pursuit of an answer, I looked back to the Industrial Revolution, which bears some resemblance to our current situation. People faced challenges during that era, particularly in early stages, and some of those challenges do overlap with our modern ones. For instance, people losing their jobs and being replaced for something that is far more efficient than them. And at the same time, we were encountering issues that are completely new to us, like people using AI for immoral goals. So, what can we take from this historical perspective? Can it offer us any insights? Well, I believe it can. Following the restructuring of the job market, our lives will become a lot more comfortable. We are going to have a lot of free time while the entertainment industry is going to go nuts. In theory, we will become much happier, all the wars will become pointless, and hunger won't be an issue anymore. Most societal conflicts will stem from social disagreements, which will become the primary, if not the only, factor of crimes. And so, if someone has ever resorted to theft out of necessity, that will be no longer necessary, as there will be an abundance of resources for everyone. I believe that people's fundamental moral alignments will remain largely unchanged, meaning that good people will continue to be good, and those inclined towards evil will persist in that direction. However, there will be far fewer reasons for those individuals who don't belong to either group to exploit others merely to survive. So that will be one of the few key changes that we're going to see in the future in regards to morality. Now, of course, there's the argument that the AI could make it easier for people to do evil things, and I agree with that. I wholeheartedly agree with that. But I would argue back that those who choose that path likely had a predisposition towards such behavior already, so it's not like they became more evil. They just didn't have any humanity to begin with. So, in theory, we will become better humans after the job market's restructuring, yes, but as with any other prediction, the future remains uncertain. Thank you very much for your attention.
Will we be better humans with AI? What is AI? How far can it go? Hi, my name is Sophie, and I'm part of Gen Z, the technology generation, where everything is new. Although AI may seem super new, its development has been going for almost 70 years, which seems like a lot to me since I'm still a teenager. Our society and researchers have been making those and even more questions about this new dimension. Well, AI means artificial intelligence, which, if you look up at the dictionary, is the theory and development of computer systems able to perform tasks that normally require human intelligence, such as visual perception, speech recognition, decision-making, and even translation between languages. Many people fear the future and AI's presence in it, but what they haven't thought about is that the new technology is already present in our daily life. In the health area, education systems, social media's algorithms, and the list goes on. As well as that, it has been shown in many studies that AI will reduce jobs in various work areas. Nevertheless, that can also be an advantage. Radiologists, for instance, risk their lives every single day by being exposed to ionizing radiation. With the development of technology, a computer can do that. In an interview with Barack Obama, a fair point was made when he said, "We're going to have to develop new social constructs in order to embrace fully and optimize this new technology." Well, the particular reason for that is increasing of social inequality owing to the fact that many jobs might be lost, which means equality is a possibility for the human being. In addition, the human being only can reach it. The evolution of technology is not a hindrance, but an encouragement for its globalization. Artificial intelligence can save lives. Literally, a computer nowadays has the ability to identify diseases and find cures. Of course, that is in the present day. The future will certainly be even more impactful. This new technology can also bring advantages to education systems, allowing to create an inclusive environment for every single kid in the world, no matter the disability, for instance. And in our community, it creates accessibility for everyone. So what can we, individuals in a society, do to be better humans with AI? Well, we could research constantly about the topic, help the families who lost their jobs because of artificial intelligence, and always try to do good with these new tools. The future is uncertain, but the presence of AI is a sure thing in it, so fearing technology isn't going to be the answer. This is why we should always try to keep up with the new discoveries that can add so much to our daily life. Thank you for taking the first step to a future full of human and artificial intelligence coexisting. These speeches we're doing right now are a way to think about creating a better tomorrow. Let's normalize that. And remember, being better humans with AI depends only on us. So let's always try to do the next right thing. Thank you.
Have you ever considered that deep down we're all just children? Or are you telling me you've never asked when you were little, "Mom, why are the trees moving during a road trip?" And just like that, we've reached a method that employs questioning as a path to unravel mysteries of the universe and apply that knowledge to help humanity. From that thought, or what some might refer to as scientific method, we created AI. a tool to help other products, a base to develop. With that, AI grew wider, being a trustworthy element that can help make our lives, our occupations better. But then, another question comes into our contemplative minds. Can it also make humans better? First of all, what does it mean to be human? Aristotle was the first to elucidate his theory on the matter. To him, the point in which humanity diverged from other animals was the language. Conversely, books such as the Star Weaver's Bedtime Stories have been appearing in well-known digital platforms and are entirely written by AI. René Descartes had a different hypothesis. To him, humanity was conceived when a being had a soul. Until today, a soul is an abstract concept. However, back then, they believed that it was what made us think, instead of simply performing mechanical actions. In simpler terms, it was our rationality, the capacity to make judgment based on rational evidence. And even though AI can seem rational by making decisions based on predefined data, it lacks emotions, the crucial part to understand context and develop a sense of ethics. Therefore, being human means being rational and experiencing feelings. Nevertheless, it does not answer the main question, whether AI can improve humans or not. But to say that something is better is to establish the facet in which it should be better. If we take the rational part of us for example, AI can help by gathering facts needed so we can ponder over and choose the best path. But what if we choose to ignore data provided? What if emotions or morality are added to the equation? That said, no machine is actually capable to ensure we make the right choices as long as humans take more than concrete facts in consideration. Now, if we take the sensitive aspect of human beings, can AI improve that? No. How can ChatGPT, for an example, lessen greed, fury, anger, and all the numerous feelings that we consider negative? It can't, and it won't. To sum up, artificial intelligence is one of the most useful resources that we own nowadays, and it won't cease to assist us. However, we must always remember that behind every machine, there's a skillful programmer, a sensitive human mind. That said, the only ones that can improve humanity are humans themselves.
So, have you ever talked to someone and as you did, your phone started talking and kind of answered a question you had? Or mentioned a thing you wanted to buy and then minutes later realized your mobile was suggesting that exact same product, even if you had never searched for it before? That's proof that algorithms are everywhere, and sometimes we do not perceive it. Now, a question that comes with this realization is it good or bad to have this thing that it's not alive, it does not actually think, but still is smart, surrounding us all? Apart from those technologies behind big tech's functioning, for the first semester of 2023, humanity, in a more general way, had access to artificial intelligence. And here I'm talking like ChatGPT, Midjourney, and etc. And so we can say that one of, if not the biggest scandal of the year, has been their existence and evolution through time. Like, how are people going to hold up their positions at a job if a free website can do literally the same as they can? Well, maybe that's not actually true. Digging further on the scandal I mentioned, the machine is capable of many things, and it sure can do them faster than you and I can. But it lacks creativity. A human being can wake up someday and imagine an idea, a story, a poem. And that's the beauty of it, right? That's what makes us, us. And well, at least for now, the nerds haven't figured out a way to replicate this beauty on machines. That's why we can say we're safe for now. Because as a professor of the University of Santa Maria called Anselmo Kukla once mentioned, just like every other tool, when bad employed, artificial intelligence will only present weak or even nonsense results. By this logic, there is a dramatization at some point surrounding AI capabilities, because in reality, those tools fall short of programs made to execute specific tasks, and only by means of a proficient person, the results will be as expected. It's worth remembering that sometimes artificial intelligence may not be so intelligent. An example of that happened when an AI developed by Google called Bard released fake information when asked, quote, "What new discoveries from the James Webb Telescope can I tell my 9-year-old about?" unquote. And Bard replied that it was the first to take pictures of a planet out of the solar system, which we know is completely wrong since it has been done in 2004 by the Very Large Telescope. Funny name, by the way. But before taking a conclusion, I want to talk about a personal example of AI usage. I am a third-year high school student, also finishing a technician course. And so my priorities for this year has been to get into a good college and to finish my practical projects on time, which, by the way, I am finally done with. And recently, my Spanish teacher asked to do a presentation about tourist places, famous artists, and traditional food of Cuba and Panama. And not wanting really to spend a lot of time on it, and judging by the fact that it would not help me with my main priorities, I did it quickly using a presentation generator AI and could focus on studying biology that day, which was great for me. Now listen, in light of everything I mentioned, I believe that we can become better humans with AI, but that comes with a conditional clause. If society learn how to deal with them, how to, for example, introduce them to kids in a healthy manner, to stimulate the usage through education and not to discourage it, because the next gen adults, they're gonna have to know when to consult machines and when not to, and how to do so as they also generate value-adding content. And last but not least, the way we're going to use the time we saved up with AI's help will be life-defining in the days to come.
If I asked you to describe our world in 20 years' time, how would you describe it? Have you ever imagined our world without artificial intelligence? I mean, are you even capable of it? Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Letícia Caoa, and today I'm here to prove you why artificial intelligence is not something as negative as everybody assumes, even though it can be damaging once it greatly affects our economy and our very human essence. We can, however, become better humans with it, but only if there is education. When I was a child, I used to be terrified of robots. I thought they were mean, they would take control of our planet. I even remember asking my parents, why do people create things that are going to cause their own destruction? Nowadays, my perspective has changed, and I know it is impossible for a machine to create exactly the same conscience as a human. According to Blake Lemoine, a famous software engineer who worked at Google, a machine can create some sort of conscience, but not one as complex as ours, humans. Nobody can deny that this is wonderful, not just because our future will be safe, but because this is one more example of the singularity of our mind, with all its complex thoughts and emotions. But Leticia, if artificial intelligence won't destroy us like everybody once imagined, then why do you defend it can be damaging for us? You see, the problem is not the artificial intelligence in itself, but the use humans are making of it. We hold such a tremendous power in our hands with all this technology. However, if there isn't education at all, it will be harmful. On hand, these robots are lucrative for the market, so it is logical to substitute employers for intelligent machines in simple functions, such as cleaning or doing dangerous jobs in a factory. There are those who defend its use, affirming that workers won't have to work in hazardous places anymore. But then, where are they going to work? With the increased popularity of the use of intelligent machines, a higher level of specialization is required to survive in this new technological world. Regardless, in underdeveloped countries such as Brazil, the educational system is extremely segregationist. Therefore, rarely do the underprivileged have access to a good education. It means that AI may update the industry, but at the cost of millions of people's employment, which will in turn increase poverty and inequality even more. And this is why, ladies and gentlemen, I defend that AI is not the problem, but the lack of a decent educational system is. On the other hand, the constant exposure to artificial intelligence is turning humans into their own invention, the robots. For instance, how many times have you been to a restaurant and seen an entire family in their phones, barely caring about the presence of each other? This phenomenon happens because we all love artificial intelligence. It is funny, it is interesting. I love having conversations with Siri. I believe it is fine to enjoy what AI provides to us, as long as we do not allow it to control what we are and do. According to the book Homo Deus, A Brief History of Tomorrow, written by the professor Yuval Noah Harari, change is a constant in human history. Based on that, he defends that we must understand our evolutionary process and understand how AI interferes with it to not lose sight of what we are. We're humans. Consequently, if we want to have a bright future with all this technology, we must remain intelligent creatures who actually feel. Did you know that the first historical evidence of a human civilization is a heel to broken femur? Most people associate civilization with technology or the appearance of tools. As a matter of fact, what really distinguishes us as a civilization is the ability to feel. The femur is the largest bone in our body, taking over 6 months to heal. This discovery means that someone took care of the injured person, giving them food, water, and protection throughout the healing process. Have you noticed how controversial this is? Because in the beginning of humanity, what defined us as humans was the ability to feel, whereas nowadays AI allows us to construct our own personal world and live for as long as we want in it. Now let me ask you, does artificial intelligence make us better humans at all? Again, ladies and gentlemen, the education makes itself necessary, because if there is knowledge about what we are and our history and our nature and how AI interferes with it, we will be able to control ourselves and not become robotic humans. In conclusion, every human invention is like a coin. It has two sides. If artificial intelligence was created to be an extension of human's nature, we must remain intelligent. Therefore, we won't become robotic and lose our very human essence, which is the ability to feel. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much. Most people are astonished by the improvements artificial intelligence has undergone. And here's a common assumption made by society. Artificial intelligence will have revolutionized humanity by the 2100s. However, topical issues associated to morals and ethics requires this topic to become a more in-depth discussion. Are we going to be replaced by machines? Is this new technology bound to extrapolate our intelligence and dominate the world? How is this new technology affecting our humanity over time? First, investors in the technology community itself have been paving the way to introduce a world where individuals are gifted with endless options and the feeling of a freedom without boundaries. The access to information and knowledge has grown and become a crucial part of our routine. The improvements of AI and the internet has made our research and achievements easier. One example is how helpful ChatGPT has become. Unfortunately, the boundless feeling of freedom has inverted our values. One of the most threatening AI ability is the deep learning, which is a high-quality type of machine learning. Deep learning provides accurate and extraordinary results. Consequently, this resource might be used in a well-intentioned way, such as applications in the medicine field. However, we may constantly see on the news the malicious use of this remarkable tool. Deepfake is the creation of a video using AI, faking a situation, speech, or act, marring someone's image. This action causes enormous fear on how AI is truly going to be used. Is artificial intelligence resulting in a less empathetic and greedier society? According to the Cambridge Dictionary, empathy is the ability to share someone else's feelings or experiences by imagining what it would be like to be in that person's situation. Although empathy is a primitive human trait, it does change and it might be affected by our age, maturity, habit, and especially environment. Honestly, artificial intelligence shows a manipulative, selfish, and ambitious face of ourselves. Technology is increasingly above human needs. By investing in high-quality technology instead of ensuring everyday dinners for hungry families around the world, private companies are showing their true interests and are causing humanity to change. We're not as empathetic as we were or as we could, and it's getting worse. Definitely, new values are being constructed, and we're just seeing AI with rose-tinted glasses. In a future world where being pathetic is not a requirement to grow, we're not becoming better humans. We're actually turning into machine. AI follows an order. Even though created to learn by themselves, it's similar to ourselves. We learn past values and move forward to the next generation. But if those values throw away well-being and human subjectivity, technology won't need to dominate the world. We have already been swallowed by our own creation and the selfish use of it. In conclusion, it's undeniable how revolutionary and useful artificial intelligence features are to us. Therefore, artificial intelligence is not evil at all. However, taking into account the endless options we can get from AI, it shows a dreadful human face. Manipulation, selfish, are increasingly common actions that lower empathy, change our human nature, and set ourselves into a hostile environment. Our future is closer to turning into a machine, but we shouldn't underestimate the human willingness for change. Technology must improve side-by-side human needs, and AI should be a resource to make it easier. This speech must influence everyone because we must start striving and not struggling. Have we already turned into machines? Thank you very much.
Hello, my name is Lívia Bron Rebelo. I'm from Plus Upper 2 level and I study at Cultura Inglesa Novo Hamburgo. So let's start. Angel. Her eyes open. She slowly turned her head up and stared at the white wall in front of her. She turns her head to the right, sees a face that immediately she recognizes as a woman's face. This beautiful and mesmerized woman can't even take her eyes off her. She turns her head to the left this time, sees a face that immediately she recognizes as a man's face. This tall and terrified man can't even stare at her for much longer. She reaches out her hand and introduces herself as Angel. Not surprising because she really does sound like one. She can dance, she can talk, she can sing, she can answer, she can walk. She's the kind of a know-it-all. You can ask her anything. She can answer you everything. She's beautiful, made by the hands of God. Angel. She has a white smile. It shines like a diamond, like an angel. Some say they've even seen her breathing. She has blue, deep eyes. She seems so real, almost like one of us. Some say she's the most incredible thing they have ever seen. Some are even scared. How could we, human beings, create something, someone, a machine, a new soul, smarter and more pure than ours? For the biggest admirers, it is really such a shame. She's nothing more than fake, nothing more than pure technological intelligence, nothing more than a machine. How could something be so angelic as angel and still be so intriguing? How can someone have everything it takes to be a human and still lacks the soul? The soul. That's it. Thank you.
Who's afraid of AI? What comes to your mind when you think about the reality of your life? Have you thought about it any time? Some things that you realize they are not so black and white, but a kind of gray zone with no bright, for those who lives in a web or a hive. We can think that our jobs may be destroyed, and all the ads and advice are quite annoyance. But it's not the end of the humanity yet, if the wrong decisions are avoided. In spite of what might seem, not only menial jobs will be replaced by machine, but jobs in engineering, design, marketing, medicine, and the other high technologies will suffer with these new techniques. It may be seen like an exercise in futurology, but it's actually the same logic of the economists. It's widely used by sociologists. That's my job, and I have to say, we don't like it anyway. The changes are happening right now. Actresses and actors on strike almost total. Their residuals are going down, and their influence is spreading around. I will tell the truth. The so-called AI revolution is nothing more than a new age of capitalism, in which the employee's exploitation have a new season, after the merchant, industrial, and finance system, as history knows it, and the Internet of Things and generative AI will set the rhythm. They want to stop the AI resources for 6 months. Billionaire guys with dark necessities and bright mouths. Pretend concerning are the ones that have most income, disguising their orientation and increase their power by selling what? Your information. The worker surplus value is the source of wealth concentration, the reason of domination, isolation, alienation. The reserve army of labor will increase, resulting in disease, grief, disease. The proletariat getting more and more overwhelmed in the fall of the hell. The folk and crowd invisible with the world, not seen, not heard, not a whisper, not a word. So don't be shocked with series or movies such as Black Mirror, because we already are living an axiom spaceship, dear. Turn around at the same picture. Work 11 months to rest 1, selling the lunch for pay to dinner, or kill a lion by day, fight while the waters are sleeping. Are you and I a kind of sinners? Meanwhile, we exist. Humanity has always been here, we always survive. After famines, plagues, thousands of wars, we're still alive. And we always will, because we are reinventing our lives in the past, in the present, in the future. In a blink of an eye, as fast as AI.
E chegamos ao final de nosso webinar do Your Voice. Queria muito agradecer a todos por terem acompanhado até aqui, parabenizar todos os alunos que participaram desta 9ª edição. Tenho certeza que vocês saíram dessa experiência ainda mais confiantes para falar em público e em inglês, que esse é o intuito principal da competição. E nos vemos na próxima edição do Your Voice, a 10ª edição que já está rolando. Em breve teremos as fases síncronas, a semi e a final. Nos vemos em breve, um abraço e até mais!